Alright, had a submission, Curse Seed submission directly to me from Raph. Not my favorite Primordium combo by any means. Usually I like Superfood, but this is not a good combo for Superfood. And also I don't like Lance as a secondary. I'd much rather prefer Forgotten Power, but all that being said, it is Primordium, and if we can get aggressive, and ideally a sweeper, or an alloy, that would be fine. Or just like standard Ember Drain shenanigans. Okay, starting Crypt Builder is decent, not nearly as good as it is with Forgotten Powers, though. Ember Cache is weird card. Seal, Stygian. I mean, if I do end up with Incant Synergy, it's alright. Pack Morsels is just kind of okay. Sinus Shadow is annoying. Telos Stunner is annoying. Seraph is fine, though. Yeah, let's check it out. It's definitely aggressive. Another thing going against Superfood is into Temperament. It's obviously really bad to transfer the sap. Especially when you probably can't find you just won't find any flat damage buffs in this combo for your Primordium. Unless you roll an old magic. So yeah, we'll do aggressive, which does kind of suck though, because it really can't take a Divine Horde here. Plink is not going to be able to take on a 5 HP backliner. Crypt Builder might be able to handle it, but we could... If you draw it turn 1, it might not work. If you draw it turn 2, it definitely won't work. Like, we'll see. Ooh, Totem Fragment. Been sick all weekend. Totem Fragment, yeah, that's just one of the best artifacts in the game. That especially makes us want to go top floor. Which is interesting, because we may not be able to do that with Primordium. It's one of the reasons I always find aggressive edible to actually be a pretty awkward thing to use, even though it's probably the most consistent. You do definitely need to find, like, intrinsic stuff for it. Or Chain of Gems, stuff like that. Or just go mid, which sucks. Honestly, it just sucks. Going mid just sucks. Or we could get like a Frenzied Swarm and Holdover Intrinsic, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I probably can't take this Horde. If I hit the Crypt Builders at the right time, I can. But I'll be probably taking this anyway. We don't want to necessarily go into 30 shards ring 2 anyway, so we'll just skip that. We already picked up quite a power. It's not like we're behind. We have quite a powerful artifact here. I'll probably do this though, which is weird, right? But I should be able to kill these things even with the lances of the Totem Fragment. So I'm not too worried here. By the way, really, really good that we didn't take the Divine Horde, because this is a guaranteed crossbowman getting upgraded, so props to us. Alright, let's do damage first. I'd be down to hold them though, they're pretty good. We'll definitely be able to kill this guy. We got around the Ember Drain there, which is nice. God, I really think I want to go for this Collector though. Okay, I meant to hover the Plink while I debated it, but I guess it just went. I guess I just sent it. Okay, let's put some health, I guess. And I guess we'll do this, and we'll wait on that. And I'll just put this guy in. These planks have been pretty good. Should have Crypt Builder coming up, right? Most likely. Or not. No, that's fine. We'll just do this. Do that because we have Crypt. We for sure have Crypt Builder next turn. And since we don't have Forgotten Power, it will cost the whole 3. Okay, draw both, I guess. Drawing that, though, should... Oh, actually had so much energy there. Wow, okay. Well, that works too, I suppose. It's not cannibalized. This is just a shit card. I could see Immortal Trade. I mean, if the ideal plan here though is we got Stygian and Stygian, like could have a unit draft, you know, unit draft 3. You know, we're likely to find a sweeper. There's 2 of them. Immortal Trade is not so good with the sweepers. It's like you burn out, especially late game. You're paying 2 Ember Drain. To just burn out every stack of lifesteal at once, because the sweep counts the lifesteal per enemy hit. So, how much building into thinking we're going to get a sweeper should we do? Because it would be good otherwise. Like, it would just solidify some boss victories. I don't know, I think the Mind Collapse is just pretty good here. Plinks are fine, but they're a little bit inconsistent. And this just keeps a turn going nicely. It's just a really good card, Mind Collapse. Okay, definitely the flat offering token here with these Crypt Builders, that's pretty automatic. That could be a good holdover target too. Especially if we get incant stuff. For shits and giggles, is there any reason to go to the right? Plus damage would be nice. Cost reductions would be whatever. A holdover chance would be nice. Consume remove, if we're going to take an Umbra unit, is nice. But I don't know. I think we just need to try to find a sweeper. A sweeper will be the best thing here possible. Even though they're... I would probably want Cold Kalia here over Siliphyte just because we do want that extra 5 health is really what it comes down to. The spell weakness... Man, Endless. That's interesting. It's kind of actually open to see a Titan Sentry there. But, well, as I mentioned, it's a Nameless Siren. I believe there was a 25 health there. I doubt this is the unit we end up going with. But this with 25 health should be fine for now. I could probably justify this, though. I mean, with a aggressive edible behind it right now, it'll get plenty of damage, and... I guess the thing is, if I re-roll and it's multi-strike, I would want the Nameless. So if I take the guard, I'm basically taking it for probably a better essence into my sweeper. I would like the initial 10 health, and I would like the armor incant, because I should be getting enough scaling from a full aggressive edible. But if I have to set up mid, I'm going to want that defense. I don't need... I mean, I don't know. Should we really plan on getting a sweeper at this point? Like... It's only one more guaranteed banner. We might just brick it. And then it's either here or here that we'd have additional chances. Let's say it's an alloy, because if I miss here, I'd probably go searching here. It sucks to give up that, but... if I take this, I don't know if I'd even re-roll here. I should have re-rolled first, probably. To see if what I'm getting, but, well, no, that's, no, what am I saying? That's dumb. I had an Endless, a Titan Sentry would have been amazing. Oh, I might play pretty shitty today, because I'm actually pretty out of it. I'm pretty sick, but, I might have fucking COVID, I don't know. My whole body's been just sapped. I have about 20 sap on me right now in real life. A lodestone totem has been hiding out and incanting me all day. I suppose a nameless siren, I don't know. Yeah. And I'll do this and reroll, I guess. Okay. I'll take this. I don't think I would take Sinner's Salve here. I mean, honestly, it doesn't help your draw at all. It just helps you not take the damage to the pyre there. So I could just as easily justify Pyre Wall, but probably Wing Steel is just better here. I have, you know, Ember Caches, Mind Collapse, Pack Morsels. I just have a lot of stuff that works quite well to activate it, generally pretty early in a turn. So we'll just do that. Yeah, I could add 25 health to a Steward, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not like that high on gold. I may want some gold at this Merchant of Magic. I would like to fish for holdover on this offering token, especially since I technically have, you know, an incant unit. Probably have nothing to Hellvent, right? Probably just hold my gold. Okay, Unidredge is good, but that is one of the hardest trials to take. Good thing. This is why we add 25 health here, though. Like at 10 health, I probably fucking die here. No morsel this time. Yeah. I'd have to draw into it. What do I do here? God damn it. Well, I wouldn't have been able to play it next turn anyway. Let's just do this. If there's some world where I can... Well, yeah, there's no world actually I'm able to deal with this, so I don't know what I'm doing there. So we get the worst crit bot. This is what I'm afraid of with crit builders. This is why you can't put too much stock in them early game, especially like ring 1. This can happen. Ring 2, like, and then when if you plan on, say, using them to take on some shit like this, like I still might be fucked here. That's a shitload of damage. Of course, you know, it had to be the first wave. It had to be that. All right, damage shield probably. We'll definitely hold those though. Those are pretty valuable. I may as well just incant here. It's good. So this is, by the way, this is why we take Mind Collapse. I just saved myself 26 pyre health by having a Mind Collapse in the stick. I have a damage shield here, so we can just incant up here and try to get another thing. 47 is already killing, so we'll just... We'll still want to, like, draw back into stuff, right? That's how you do it. We're down to block with that. You can have that. And just hit him with that, probably. Alright, we got him here. Let's just see if we get a crit builder. Haha. Gotta finish him in style, you know. Damn, you're making me choose. So we're probably hitting here. I mean, we do have a unit draft coming up. But... So I got what? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 temples. 4 chances at intrinsic. That magic is very hittable. So let's just say 1. That one's very hittable too. That is not a Merchant of Magic. This one not quite as hittable, but not unhittable. as a caverns, but it is opposite Horde and Helvent and Health. Final Magic's absolutely getting hit. So that's what, 1, 2, 3 for sure, maybe 4. That's a pretty decent chance at finding holdover. We were gonna fish for the offering token, but I'd be more open to this. The thing is, like, this is good scaling, but it may not be enough on its own. Especially, what this can do is it opens up Ember Drain. You know, it opens up Furnace Tap. It opens up Void Binding. It opens up Spell Chain to be pretty good. Keep in mind, against this guy, we'll be getting sapped, so we'll have even more need of scaling. I think it also just protects me in the event that I miss on multi-strike, because this steel probably gets hit. Steel probably doesn't get hit. This steel might get hit, and that's it. There's not too many chances at multi-strike here. But if I have this plus this scaling, then I should be good, even with a single strike, if I find a sweeper. If I don't, then we need to find something else. The other thing is, like, Prismal Dust would allow me to go top. There's only one Perils is the thing, but there's other options beside Prismal Dust to set up top. Like I said, I can get Intrinsic Dazed, I can get Intrinsic other forms of damage shield, Chain of Gems, stuff like that, or even just a Grovel Intrinsic and Holdover or something. Or Void Binding. Void Binding would be great. Obviously, I would want Holdover and Perils in that case before committing to that. Yeah, I mean, in general, I probably want to find a Void Binding on this run, maybe even more so than a Furnace Tap. Assuming I find a sweeper. If I don't find a sweeper, Furnace Tap would be better. Pretty sure the Perils just represents more upside, and both of them are kind of misses if I don't find exactly what I'm looking for. You know, I could argue I have a better shot at finding holdover, because think about it, it's a 50-50 at each of these for holdover. It's only a 1 out of 3 at each temple for intrinsic. So at 4 temples and potentially 4 magics, but even at 3 magics, I'm looking at same chance for holdover, probably more chance for holdover than I am to find intrinsic. So I think the Perils is better here. Oh shit. Those are some cards. I mean, honestly, the Mollusk Mage, I was thinking about that in the back of my mind, that it would be pretty good. Like, I mean, it would be weird, but like, I could probably just put the Mollusk Mage into the Siren, and if I never find multi-strike, like, you know, combined with this, that's a lot of damage. My Plinks hit hard. I think that would be pretty good. I also have a pretty good setup here with temples, so like, I could take the Mollusk Mage now and not commit to it in either form, and it can still fit on the floor. I don't care too much about morsels. Like, I would gladly put the Mollusk Mage onto the floor. And if I can, I'm pretty sure I'm going to the steel. Like, I could just add some health to it if it ends up just being like a self-infused unit. The Hellvent is pretty late though. I could hit this Hellvent though, but nah. I took the Perils. I should commit to hunting for holdover. I think it is just the Mollusk Mage. That's a lot of damage, and the only shitty thing is I do have to kind of commit to top, but that's fine. I also don't necessarily need to even use Primordium. We'll see. We'll see. Huh. These are not really what I'm looking for. I will say the Siren of the Sea is probably better than my Nameless Siren. But not by some crazy enough margin that do I even need to pick it up? Like, I've already added health. It would probably be an okay. So I don't know. If we do get a sweeper here, this would be an okay essence. I mean, this would be better though, right? I get the initial health, and I get way more defense on incant. I don't know. How much am I going into sweeper here, though? Like, it just seems like this is basically we're getting down to crunch time. Like, is it worth taking these units speculatively to get a sweeper? Because, like, let's say I never find a sweeper, and these units are just going to be these units. Well, then I might as well just put the Mollusk Mage into this Nameless Siren. Right? And go top. Yeah, turn the fan on him. Real hot. Okay. I don't know. Like, I mean, the other option is to self-infuse the Mollusk Mage, add some health to it. I don't get it from the start, but it seems like I'm hitting every vortex more or less on this map. Other than the trinkets would be the only questionable one. So I can thin this deck out quite a lot. I am dying. Trying to hold it together here. And in that case, I could also do weird shit like take a pip upgrade and just do Nameless Siren. Nah, I can't do that. I kind of feel like I could do like guard into Nameless Siren. I should just do Siren into Siren if I'm gonna do this. So I could keep the Siren of the Sea, put the Nameless Siren into it. It's not even worth the 25 shards, though. I mean, I could just put the Nameless Siren into a sweeper. I don't know, that I want defense out of it, it's the problem. I guess I could take the Siren and just remove it, I guess, if shit don't go my way. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Pray for holdover. Get shit frost instead. You know, if I saw a plus 30 here, I'd actually be willing to permafrost a Crypt Builder. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because that would be really nice there. Or even a Pierce. Even a Pierce, I'd probably do it. So these are absolutely not good for us. Like these are the worst ones we could see. Anything worth shit frosting? Not really. It basically just never is. Like in the olden days, I could do apparels and it'd be fine, or even a Mind Collapse. But I need these slots for other shit now. I can do plus 10. We should look at this first. We should look at the caverns, or the unit too. Let's check the unit out. Okay, we do have Sweeper. That is good, and it is the one we want too, the one with extra health. So I have to imagine we're taking that. Now I'm thinking the game plan is Siren into Cold Kalia and still try to fit the Mollusk Mage onto the floor somehow. If it has to be Mollusk Mage into... then no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to get rid of the Nameless Siren probably. Ooh, I almost clicked skip. That would have been so sad. So I could fuse the Siren into it right now. It would make this fight a lot harder for pretty minimal benefit, but I don't know who am I using the sweeper this fight is a question. Kinda thinking I don't. Like, I probably would just rather use the Nameless Siren or the Siren of the Sea this fight to get through Talos. You could put plus 10 there, that's fine. I think this one we always want down. Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. So, it has to be Perils, right? Over Offering Token? I'd have to imagine so. Alright, that's a huge, huge pickup. Well, I mean, it will hopefully be huge. It honestly still might... Wait, I never did this, fuck. Nexus Spike. I could just do stuff to help me with wave clear, like I could go maybe Ember Cache Crypt Builder, as weird as that is. I mean, I do have Incant Synergy now. Well, I've always had it, but we have Direction to go, you know, Incant. But this allows it to also like be offered when I hit the offering token. I think it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. We'll just spam out those things. I suppose I could -2 that, which kind of goes against the offering aspect of it, but what it does open up is, you know, the Merchant of Magics are still pretty natural to hit. I probably don't hit this one, is my guess, but, you know, I still can hit that one, and then the final one. A decent chance. That's 75% chance to find Remove Consume. If I'm able to make the Mollusk Mage work up top, that would be pretty good. Gotta spend my shards somehow, right? I mean, that does make me at 30 shards for Talos. Talos is not easy on high shards. I'll do it though. I'm not doing the 25 shard though for a 1-1 on a Cold Kalia. I'm not even wanting to use Cold Kalia. Honestly, this is the best case scenario even. Pretty sure this is just the unit we want to use right now. Kill that, I think. Alright, there's a bit of an issue. It's fine. I can wait on those. They enter with sap. God damn it. Okay, I think we do want to fit this on. There's no sweepers. Yeah, we don't care about those. So, I think you can just die. I mean, there's no way I can save you. Oh, there we go. Let's save that damage shield. Otherwise, just keep doing this. Kinda guess we should do that then, huh? Yeah, that's really good. Probably no point in playing that. Just kinda hoping that would hit. We'll just do that. I guess I actually could have tried to kill that haste unit. Alright. That's pretty good. See how good the smallest mage is here? Like, these plinks turn into absolute badasses of units. Ooh, that's a good one. Can do this though. I don't really know what we're doing with all that. I probably should have just saved that morsel. Kind of went to waste there. But let's be honest, I'm just gonna win here. There's no losing. Damn. I wanted to finish her in style. No, these aren't very good. I would just skip here. I can't think of any reason to take these. Maybe forever consumed, but I don't know. I don't really like it. I guess I could minus the cost on it and it becomes okay, but I don't know. It's not like probably worth taking. Wow. The 3 good Umbra units. Fuck. Well, it's not gonna be Shadow Eater. Probably not Alloy, because I got the Sweeper. Fuck. Morsel Maid, though. It would be awkward. I think. I don't know. I feel like it's a trap. I've lost so many runs on the back of Morsel Maid, like taking it ring 3 or 4, when I've built nothing into it. I mean, I guess I have pack morsels, which is technically very good for it. I don't know. I just don't think I'm going to eat enough. The nice thing about it, though, is like I could actually just, like, say I find an intrinsic on pack morsel. That would allow me to eat all 3 stacks of the aggressive edible into my unit, top floor. And then that just frees up the space for Mollusk Mage. But again, that's... what, now there's only, yeah, 3 temples left for intrinsic. If I don't get that intrinsic off, is a morsel made into Cold Kaylee going to be worth it? Because I don't get the +2/+2. I don't have, you know, the plinks are not going to be consistent. They get the initial 10 health. I mean, I can still just put the sign of the sea in. I think it's marginally worth the 25 shards. I don't even know that I would get that many stats from this Morsel Maid infusion. With Morsel Maid, you kind of just want to use the unit itself. And we would want like an alloy to pair with it. Put an alloy into it. Which we could find here, but I don't know. There's Vortex, Health. We got some shit over there. I think we just don't. Right? Skip. I mean, I could get consumer move on this. But that's it. Maybe I find a Grovel and our Gem Trove and it becomes insanely good. Or Wretch. But our chances at Wretch are quite low right now. Since we just bricked on our rare draft here. Only got one more. I think I just skip. I don't want to get baited into losing. Here's the thing. You can't just... I'm already a little fucked up here in that I have 3 banner units. I have like an Ember Drain build that may or may not work. I then have to split myself into trying to go for morsels too. Like, that's going to be a really hard to pull off. For now, I think we'll just do draw. With the holdover perils, Ember never makes sense. And we definitely want to try to find quick or multi. Fuck, I have no gold. I didn't even realize that. Oh, those suck. Like I said though, you know, the intrinsic... If I somehow already had... I mean, I don't know why I would ever intrinsic pack morsels without already having morsel made, but man, if that would be a cool play to make, right? Like, you just intrinsic it, you have 3 of these things down, you just put the morsel down, put the morsel made down, then you put the Primordium down and it triggers it to eat, and then you put the other 2 morsels in, it triggers it to eat 2 more times, you eat the whole Primordium turn 1. Maybe I should have taken morsel, I don't know, maybe I should have taken morsel made. Fuck, endless. That is not very good. Fuck. A little rough here. Plus 10 in Pierce. I mean, I'm even wondering, like, if I should... Because if I go above 50 shards, I know there's no good -2, that much is known. But, like, let's say I fuse now, I would definitely go above 50, which means Party Boy gets multi-strike. Maybe that doesn't matter. I do kind of wonder if I should lock in a 20 health here. I don't think so, but like... I kind of want quick and multi, but my chances of that are pretty low now. With that being the only steal that we're going to hit. I mean, I guess I don't have to hit this, but... I guess I don't have to hit it. I don't necessarily have huge reasons to hit it, other than the Vortex and the consumer move on the Nexus Spike. Though honestly, I would really like to get a... If I find another holdover, I would put it on Offering Token. Well, we know this happens for sure. That's too strong of a play. And I should get rid of this Siren. And I think because I just want to get going on my scaling, I should just fuse now. As far as the unit to remove, or card to remove, I'll probably just remove a Steward. Man. Yeah, I think that's fine. If it's Stealth Boss, I can hold the pack morsels probably. And maybe just keep a few Stewards, I don't know. But I can remove 1 here. I think I am going to do this right now. Hopefully it doesn't spell my death. It might. Maybe this is just smart. Because I can't feed it much health, and it's not quick. Yeah, I had to bite the bullet and do that. It sucks, but whatever. 65 shards is what it is. I mean, if I were to take superfood now, I could go second point of superfood to get my 2 damage shield, which means I can go top, but, you know, that's significantly less actual flat scaling, but, like I said, I can thin this deck out quite a lot. I'm at 27 right now. I could just hit this vortex if I want to say fuck it to this steel. And, you know, maybe I can find perils early enough. None of this is really making sense to me. I think we just go aggressive and, I don't know, try to figure it out from there. Oh, it's definitely like kind of cursed so far. We're finding some stuff. Fuck, of course it's Party Boy. At least it's conduit though. We can let that conduit live purposefully, and then that will mean that we, you know, have that multi-strike. I don't know if we want to do that. Well, it's not like they have sweepers, so like I can eventually get Mollusk Mage down and I can clear waves pretty well. Until then, though, these guys are going to absolutely destroy me. It's probably not worth this multi-strike. It's probably not worth it. I guess lifesteal, since we happen to roll a huge guy there. Do I need to shoot that? I don't think so. Oh, that would have been a good morsel made start. Let's get you there. There we go. This is pretty good. Just plink there. Keep our lifesteal. And again, probably just keep the lifesteal. 1-1 worth it? I don't think so. I do finally get this Mollusk Mage. Huh. Well, good thing we didn't take the multi-striker. We'd be taking an extra bit of damage here. Though, it wouldn't have been that bad, would it? I should probably be putting the damage back there, right? Whatever. Probably could have done that turn a little better. So I think we want to keep this going. We have a lot of energy here. Do that. Then we'll just do this. This is potentially bad, but I think this should solidify the victory. That's not a good sign, though, huh? Like, it's definitely not a good sign. It's only doing 13 by 2. Oh, Void Binding. Alright, we're in Ember Drain. That is a huge pickup. I definitely want that. I think we take the Deep Offering just to help dig for our cards. It also has synergy with like 3 offering cards already. Though I stupidly didn't put the -2 on the other thing. That was not worth the 15 shards, putting the -2 on that. I don't really know that these do much. There's no Scourge Shuffler's Ring 5, so Cuss of Coals is kind of pointless. I guess I could take the Divine Rules of Containment, because that ensures that I kill a collector. It's probably better than 25. Just take that. Could kill Sycophants. It's pretty bad though. I wouldn't take this in a lot of cases if it were a normal artifact. So we do have a decision here to make. Do we want to try to get quick or multi? Because both are really good. Although honestly, double stack, and I could argue now that I have a Void Binding, double stack and holdover are, you know, probably as good as quick or multi at this point. Plus I just have better value over here otherwise. I think I'll take that. Remove consume. Shit. I mean, I did do that for that. Man, I should have probably actually... We'll hit this steal. We'll hit this steal. It makes sense, because I have no gold, probably, for this trinkets anyhow. Because I want to make this Mollusk Mage work. Could do that. Could do that. What was the stuff here again? Another -2. I get the -2s when I don't need them. Ooh, intrinsic. I could intrinsic Void Binding, technically. This would be an okay card to remove consume on. Like, I just do a bunch of damage to the waves. Obviously it can't hit the boss, but... And then Ember Cache. Like, I just get a bunch of those Ember cards blasting through the deck. And this doesn't even have an Incant Shard. So I don't think I'll do an intrinsic. I'm probably able to just set up mid now that I added that much health to it. And I avoid binding eventually. If I re-roll here, I get a 2 out of 3 chance. The problem is if I buy the consumer move right now, it's no good. I'm not good to re-roll and get double stack or holdover, of which I want quite a lot more than consumer move. I want it quite a lot more. Like, I want to hold over the Void Binding. And if I do find holdover, I would actually intrinsic the Void, well, I guess Void Binding? It's kind of weird how that works. But if I reroll and it's permafrost, then I'm pretty sad. So I have... I don't even know if I want a plus 10. I guess plus 10 there is fine. Let's reroll now so we can afford a holdover if it's there. It is a holdover. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to hold over the Void Binding. Still doesn't really make sense to intrinsic it though, does it? Or does it? I mean, if I were to intrinsic a card, wouldn't Perils make more sense? Yeah, I guess it just depends on, well, if I could find a Lightstone casing, which is unlikely, I'd have to find it like all the way down there. So I'm not hitting that trinket, so I have 15 gold. Man. I think I just want to hold out. Yeah. So if it's stealth boss though, with a holdover void binding, I absolutely do not need these train stewards. Absolutely do not need them. How am I so poor all the time? I actually should have just skipped this, because then I could just make... I'd be fine just making the void binding 0 cost, but whatever. Because now if I find it before the perils, which, as I even say that out, it makes me wonder if I should just be making this intrinsic. I'm going to make it intrinsic, I think. It does hurt my draw a little bit, but that's fine. I just want it to stay. It's okay. That is an interesting boss. We need money. I do like that it completely nullified this. God damn. Sycophants, huh? Well, I'm not too worried about it. Just do this. I mean, I'm gonna kill them all anyway. Guess I could kill this one, though. I'm not quick. I need to remember that as well. So, like, I take a significant amount of damage from these guys. Okay, at least I got that value, though. So it did end up being better than 25 gold, because I don't think... Well, I could technically kill this, but... Yeah, let's go... here... here. I don't know what we're doing here. This is weird. Oops. Just throw that away. So sweeper boss could be tough. I mean, I'm not actually scaling that much. We probably don't want to play this or this right now. Bottom decking the both of them kind of sucks, but as long as we get it next turn, no complaints. Alright, we'll do this. I'll save those, I guess. I don't gain that much from incanting, so it's like I don't need to like incant just to incant. If there's like a significant downside, I should say. Guess I could have put some guys down there to eat up lifesteal. Yeah, I'll do that now. Too bad I'm not rolling any lifesteals now, because I actually have like health to be made. 69, nice. I don't know, I got some damage shield. It's not a whole lot. It's honestly not a whole lot. This will be a big turn here of incants. Somehow I don't draw the pack morsel, so yeah, whatever. Alright, I would not have been surprised if we were dying there, to be honest, but I'll take it. Another Void Binding. Probably worth, definitely not... Well, Prism Retrieval's not out of the question, huh? Considering I do want to find that Mollusk Mage... But I'm pretty sure just another Void Binding is acceptable here. I don't know, what is better here? It's obviously not engine upgrade. I'm Ember Drained, but... Yeah, Prism Retrieval. I get rid of... I have, what, one Steward still? I gotta get rid of that. I can get rid of that with money if I need to. And is another void binding, since I have one on holdover already. Is that good? I don't know. Or is prism retrieval better? I mean, we also have to think, like, what are we doing for divinity? Are we setting up top? Because I kind of need to get my totem fragment stuff going. And I kind of need to put void bindings every now and then onto Mollusk Mage. I also need extra scaling if I'm not going to get anything out of Primordium. Now I kind of wish that I did take that superfood, because I'd actually be scaling better with an intrinsic rage. Or at least as good as aggressive, but I could actually keep him alive if I started him off with, you know, damage shield, and I could actually stack stuff quite a lot better. Well, I could still hit intrinsic. I have one more temple, and like this void binding could go intrinsic, or, well, no. I would just put it on this one, I guess. Yeah, let's just take another void binding, long story short. I don't think we want to gifts with the amount of stuff that it could. I don't want to get a void binding destroyed, but Ice Storm even is kind of iffy. It's kind of just like a Plink on steroids. I don't know that it's necessarily worth adding. I think we just skip here, unless I think Guardian's Amulet is good. Maybe if I had a holdover offering token as well, but I think this is a skip. We don't want to bloat up our deck too much, especially since we are skipping this vortex. I don't know, dude. I cannot stop getting endless, I guess. If it gives me shitstone again, it's just like, fuck. Like, what do I gotta do to win? Can I at least get an armor incant or something? Okay, I got a quick at least. That's good. Man, I'm not gonna lie though. It would be pretty nice to have gotten an armor incant. I think this is the last steel we're hitting though. I mean, it's definitely the last steel we're hitting. So let's just... That's acceptable. Damage shield 6 is acceptable. Nice. I was hoping we could get something like this. I mean, it's actually not that good. It's okay. We'll take it, of course. I could see arguments to just going major, though, if we don't think Primordium can work top. I mean, it's still like... I don't feed it any morsels, but I'm not going to feed her morsels anyway. And the Mollusk Mage still fits top. And I get 30 extra health and 30 extra damage. I mean... Obviously, it's not as good as what a full aggressive Primordium would get me for attack, but at the same time, I'm just not able to make this work up top. Like, how am I going to make this work? I guess I could get a Cheater's Hand. Cheater's Hand could work. Chain of Gems could work. I'm only going to have the... Well, I guess I got a Horde here. I could Hellvent the Void Binding, just really give myself big shot chances to find it. Yeah, maybe we do Minor. I don't know. It'd be nice if I could get this attack. I mean, it's quite a lot of attack. Full aggressive is 40 times 3. It's 120. I'm basically settling for plus 30 instead of plus 120 attack. So the opportunity cost here is just like, if I can't get Primordium down, it's just minus 120. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do this. I don't know what it does for me in the Divinity fight, but I'm also thinking we take this. Probably nothing here. We're Hellventing cards that don't cost shards anyway. And I should remove a card, maybe. Like this can go, probably. But honestly... Yeah, that's fine. It's probably the worst. And we'll keep a little bit of gold. I don't need gold. But, well, let's make this fight a little... If I don't need gold, I should make one more removal. I'll probably just remove one of these then. I mean, this fight could still be pretty fucked. It is stealth Arcus, so we don't do any damage to him. Could have technically gone around Ember Drain, but I don't care because I have Perils. Let's get as much damage as possible. I don't know if I care to redraw this. Yeah, I don't think I do. I'd rather just find that other... The Void Binding that is not on holdover, I'd like to find it as much as possible. Alright, we got you down, so that's good. Could have maybe... Yeah, let's just... Yeah, take one of them out. Too bad we didn't get our spears here, huh? We're pretty good at bottom decking the fucking Void Bindings so far. Okay, good thing I said something. We got full pyre health. I'm definitely down to take a damage here. And actually, I might as well just do this. I mean, it just helps my draw. I don't have to deal with the other one next time. I don't think that actually made sense what I just did. We'll just roll with it. We'll just roll with it. At a certain point, I should probably be splitting the rage here. Nice. Wait. Why didn't you get pushed back? That seems like a bug. That unit definitely should have got pushed back. And then I should have been able to do that. Well, I don't think they're in bug fix mode anymore. We're definitely pretty stacked here. This is annoying though. I should have been able to kill this. Oh well. So he'll be at roughly full health. Let's see. That guy's 180. I don't know. Should I be putting perils back here? I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe. I'll put the Void Binding still in the front. What I really should have done, though, is just, put the Mollusk Mage in front, obviously. Well, not really. I don't know. Then I couldn't have got the Primordium. It is what it is. But if somehow against this guy, you know, I'll have a pretty good amount of damage shields stacked up, but I probably, you know, this unit will die first, so this one should have some damage on it. Yeah, it's probably good that I didn't deep offering that, because then that would have happened. But I'll be honest, I thought I was doing really shitty math in my head, and I thought that I was gonna be able to actually still play that afterward, the deep offering, but obviously not. Good thing we don't have to rely on Plink to hit. More 1/1s. Let's save our damage shield there. Jeez, how many fucking... whatever's did I have in here? Well, I hope we beat this. I have 20 stacks of damage shields, so I have to imagine that we do. This is the one downside to not... the intrinsic perils holdover has some downsides, like I'm capped at 3 a turn. Wow, so that would have been... we would have found a wretch for the thing. Siren Song is interesting, because right now I want a double stack Void Binding. I'm quick. It does Daze Divinity though, which is good, but I don't think it's really all that needed. You'd want to double stack it, because it doesn't really work against the waves unless it's double stacked for Divinity. You're going to look at a lot of Pyre health otherwise. Shroud Spike is not untakeable here, but I probably don't have a whole lot of use for it. I would need to basically, what I'd need to do is hit a Lightstone Casing here, hit a Spell Chain there for this to make sense, and even then it's not that good. I would say this is probably just a skip. I mean, for Divinity, unless I high roll into pretty much just Wing Technology, there's basically... well, okay, here's something I could do. I could still take Siren Song and just intrinsic it. I got a 1/3 chance of that happening. And if it's not intrinsic, well, it's just another card that I might be able to draw turn 1 and just make this work with Primordium. So actually, I am kind of thinking we take it as a card that just kind of is a dead draw outside of hitting intrinsic or hitting it turn 1. I think that's worth doing. As such, we definitely take a draw upgrade. We want to draw as many cards as possible turn 1. If we can't get this intrinsic, we want to... wow, I got 2 divine things here. Could take that, and every now and then it kills an unsharded up Purifier if it's Penitent. Or maybe a Wiltwing. That's probably the only thing I would take. Could just take money, which I don't need right now, but we might want 25, I don't know, 25 gold might be nice coming up there. I think this is worth just taking. Is it? I basically have to, like, even at like 85 shards here, a lot of those purifiers would be sharded up. And I'd have to 50-50 on the unsharded ones to even kill it. Like, why isn't this just 100%? I'm actually just going to take the gold. Out of spite for that fucking shit artifact. Alright, take a very low amount of health. There is a spell chain. Alright. Oh, intrinsic. Intrinsic. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's pray, though. For Light's Gift. Oh, Chain of Gems, though. Shit, man. Alright, sometimes you just roll into it, I guess. There's 10 ways from Sunday we can make this work now. Kinda think I just go intrinsic on this, then. I can toss 1 to Primordium, because he'll start with... assuming I don't fuck the Chain of Gems up. Even if I fuck it up, it's fine. I'll just toss it that way. I think the intrinsic here makes sense. Yeah, let's just intrinsic that. I will Hellvent it. Now we're at 100. I could spell chain the other and maybe get a holdover on it. I don't think that's very good. Is there anything worth spell chaining? I mean, a 200 shard, I do it all day, every day here, but I don't know. Without multi-strike, I still don't want to get too cocky here. Well, we might as well flex superfood here, actually. I mean, we're gonna definitely... yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. Okay. Well, we end up going superfood anyway. I don't even care about the sap. That's not going to be an issue. I'm going to have a lot of rage. Man, this is like the tankiest fucking group. It's possible that I can't kill them. And they do a lot of damage to the pyre. And I'm pretty much winning already with what I've rolled here. I have like no artifacts, but I have like really good ones. I mean, I'm getting 12 damage stacked over on itself. I have to imagine we can do this. Even if the first wave leaks, so be it. That's 400 gold. We should be fine here. So let's put you down first. We'll give all of this to this guy. Go damage for sure. Luckily he started up actually, so we can just do that. Now it will take a while to draw into Mollusk Mage since we're starting with all of this, but it is what it is. God, these collectors do not know where to spawn, do they? I think we're gonna kill here, right? Yeah, we got it. So if we got that, we got it all. Oh, nice. Perfect. And we got a boy here with the chain of gems. Just got a little bit of extra 1/1 incant. We'll definitely win here. So this is one of those Skyrim difficulty type things because, yeah, that's just how it is. I love it when an Ember Drain deck comes together. Don't want to do that. Having Seal would bring them back to full health. Probably just remove that, I'm thinking. The Siren Song. Oh, living armor. You're gonna know what hit you. Yeah, whatever. This is obviously a kill. Never did even do the self... I forgot to do the self-infuse Mollusk Mage, but that's fine. Didn't even... I think I still stick with this Hellvent. The Mollusk Mage is still nice to have. We probably need him for the mini-boss. And actually, as I say that, I may even want to... like permafrost this crypt builder. I actually want permafrost now, potentially. Because I'm not actually going to be able to kill the mini-boss, now that I think about it. That's definitely something to think about. Kindle might be okay. Oh man, I'm actually kind of worried about mini-boss. Take a Glacial Seal. I do incant a decent amount. Take that though. Yeah, mini boss. So let's be on the lookout for something that might help with the mini boss. Titan's Claw. If I can permafrost, yeah. Remove Consume there is fine now. I would say that that is worth. You can just draw to the crypt builders a lot more often. Cheater's Hand could work. Boon could be a soft counter to the mini boss, in that if it leaks, we do enough damage that hopefully, you know, a few hits from the boon and it's good. I want to get this cheaper. Surge Stone, one of them. Damn, the only time I want shit for us, and it doesn't give it. I think we're getting rid of Siren Song. I'm definitely down to double stack this. We might as well bring that back down though, because it's going to be pretty hard to play. Surge Stone, another one of these. So, I may have to Hellvent the Crypt Builder. Rerolling here doesn't really make sense. I think we just take the boon. So, this is obviously not so good for us. I think the plinks are actually pretty bad for us now at this point. I should have been removing plinks, because the mini-boss, some of them are going to come behind a unit. Thing is, if I take 15 shards, that's directly scaling the mini-boss. So if this is a miss, that's no good. I think I'm still going to take the shot at it anyway. Light Skift is a little redundant with what I'm doing. It might just be Winged Indulgence. I'm basically, the only thing that kills me right now is a mini-boss, so as good as Sigiled Seaweed and Light Skift are, I'm basically just, you know, I haven't considered mini-boss until now, which is a mistake, obviously. And we just need to account for that, so everything we do from here on out is all about that mini-boss. Should have actually helped the Mollusk Mage, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It'd be hard to keep two of them alive. Alright, you get this. I don't think we care much about any of this. Just do that. There are incants there. Mollusk Mage, where are ya? Don't know if I want to redraw this, so let's just get as much damage related things as possible. I'll just do that. Should put this in front, right? And then we'll do that. Guess we'll do that. That works. I'm just paying attention to how many times I can make this crypt builder work. It's not actually that many. I'm still pretty worried for the mini boss. Like, if this was the mini-boss turn, I guess we would have been fine eventually here, but I don't know. It's definitely a bit scary. mini boss is wild. Yeah, I'm only doing 400 something damage. Granted, I'm sapped in this fight, which I wouldn't be in the other fight, but still. Obviously, we're good for the relentless fights. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of this mini-boss. This is where the submitter went down. Maybe they just went down to the mini-boss. I imagine they could have ended up with a similar deck as us. Alright, we put you down first. It's good to get that void binding out that early. We should, oh, okay. I don't get the chain of gems here, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can toss... Oh, I should have put them in front. Well, whatever. We'll... Ah, fuck. Okay. Stop fucking up. Stop fucking up. Alright, I wasted a bit there. It is what it is. Take that one out, do that. I'll toss one void mining there. Okay, we do need to... Fuck, and it's the guy that shuffles Scourge, of course. Why wouldn't it be? We can actually eat these every now and then. Man, we might be... Well, I don't die to him. Sucks, though. I'd be lying if I said it didn't suck. Also lost a lot of damage shield up there, but that's not really that big of a deal. Okay, is there any way... Yeah, it's worth a shot, I guess. Maybe if the plink hit there twice, it's only going to hit us 2 times. But the other mini-boss is going to have a lot more health, and it's like by far the fucking worst one in terms of leaking. That's not true. Maybe the sword guy is. Just had to make sure that I remember to give you a void binding here and there. At least this guy's in front, though. All I gotta do is basically just draw it, you know? I just have to draw a Crypt Builder or that Nexus Spike, of which I have quite a lot in the deck. But I do happen to be drawing them all now, so... Fuck me, basically. Wow, yep, I did literally draw them all now. So now we're pretty fucked. We got the Deep Offering next turn. Is he just gonna kill me, I wonder? We'll find out. Throw one your way. That did a decent amount of damage. I think we just solidified it with that. We can make this. This is fine. There we go. That will do it. That will do it. Take one of them out. We're doing alright this turn, huh? Yes, we are. How do you like it? Alright, we got it done. But I was quite worried about it. Here, let's keep Mollusk Mage alive. He definitely deserves it. Alright, well, just the standard awkward, you know, Stygian Primordium run. It's always this awkward. You got a sweeper that starts with bad stats, is fragile. Even if you find the quick and the multi, it's often awkward to even make it work. You have to somehow figure out how you're going to just do everything, but it is generally, you know, we just kind of high-rolled into a good Void Binding Perils type run. But it wasn't very high scoring, you know. That's under 50k for a Divinity win is not necessarily that strong of a run, right? But I think it was, yeah, it was good that we were able to find the damage shields and the Mollusk Mage. Really good that we found the Chain of Gems, though I will say the Intrinsic pulled us out. We were already good once we saw Intrinsic. But obviously I'm going to take a chain of Gems if I see it. And yeah, basically the entire plan there is build up Rage and Damage Shield. A pretty solid no Frenzy Stone run. Let's see what Raph ended up doing. Oh, interesting. So he had the full aggressive. He must have took that early Divine Horde. I'd say that's pretty risky with aggressive edible. I have had Ring 1 deaths a lot of time by taking that Horde, but you know, obviously a Conscription Notice, you're gonna do fine. That's one of the higher rolls you could get there. But if you brick on that, it can be pretty tough. Not out of the question, though. I mean, you did start with the Crit Builders plus the Totem Fragment, so you can probably clear the waves, but it's not guaranteed, right? Interesting, though, that... I wonder if he just never... Because I'm trying to think back. We saw the Sweeper on Ring 3. It's possible he went for the other side there and never saw a Sweeper. So I can't say whether or not he took this line over a Sweeper or not. I will say though, this is not too bad of a line. You don't really get a cash in that much on the Primordium here. He also found the Chain of Gems, so he at least has that. Died to the waves. I don't see... Here's the thing. I don't know that I would do the guard here, though, because I think if I was going to use the Siren as my unit, my original plan was to put Mollusk Mage into that if we never found Sweeper, right? And I have to say, I think I would just do that. Then you'd have 3 of those with Mollusk Mage. You'd be doing so much spell damage that you would never have an issue with the waves. Your plinks turn into absolute beasts compared, you know, you could probably kill like this plus that plus 3 of these with Mollusk Mage infusion. You could probably kill a mini boss alone with a plink. So I think not taking the Mollusk Mage is probably a mistake. I mean, we saw how much work it did for me. It turned my plinks into absolute beasts. I do like a lot of the other stuff going on here. It doesn't work quite as well, though, when you just have single striking non-sweeping units. I would still probably make these upgrades, though. They're powerful enough, too. You can spread the love around, you know, but I really think, you know, if you're dying, I assume probably you're just dying to the minibus or even the waves. My thinking there is, if, you know, are you really getting much out of the guard infusion here? Wouldn't you just rather have, you're still getting 2 health on each of these per incant. Wouldn't you rather still have that good scaling? 2-2 on incant is fine enough scaling, right? But wouldn't you rather just have plus 30 damage to your floor, essentially? Plus 30 spell damage? You know, you could just really wreck face with that. And you probably wouldn't have ever removed a plank at that point. And your crit builders would hit like absolute trucks. I mean, that's... what, 30 times 5, like 150, or wait, 30, yeah, plus 30, yeah, that'd be like 150 extra damage on your crit builders, even vanilla. And that would, you know, add a, I'm surprised you didn't add the piercing as well. I would say plus 10 piercing should always have been added here on at least either the Mind Collapse or the Crit Builder. It's just too valuable of an upgrade when you're running Stygian, especially when you have the Totem Fragment. Keep in mind, ton of shit has Spell Shield in the Divinity fight, so piercing is just that much more valuable. And it's only 10 shards. For I would say it's a better upgrade than plus 30. Like, I would gladly pay 15 shards for plus 10 in piercing. Even if I got to a temple and it just switched them, it was like, oh, plus 30 is 10 shards and plus 10 and pierce is 15 shards, I would probably still take the pierce in most cases. That's kind of how valuable it is, because just everything in the game has frickin' spell shield by the end for some reason. That's how they decided to make the end game, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's still like, I like the idea. You know, this is a nice thing to try when you you know, you don't get your sweeper or your multi-strike. This will do, but I'd also argue there's got to have been some Merchant of Steels you could have hit here. I mean, even as I think back on it, wasn't the Microstone found at something that had a Merchant of Steel? So I'm like, I should have put something in, I think, even if it's just plus 10 damage, like, probably would have done it, but, or even damage shield or something, but I don't know, that's probably just a minor thing. Or quick, even. I think you could add quick on them. That might have been good. Yeah, that's about all the deck doctoring I can think of here. I think the Mollusk Mage in particular would have added a lot here. It looks like you probably just took the other offering token, which, I don't know. I think given that you had Planks and Frozen Lances and the Crit Builders and a Mind Collapse at that point, I think definitely Mollusk Mage is better than offering token here. But yeah, thanks for that submission. That was a tough one. That was definitely like one that took navigation. That's how this combo often goes, especially if you don't find multi-strike. But yeah, thanks for the submission. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.